Terence Crawford recently confronted Stephen Smith after the commentator claimed that Floyd Mayweather
looks me in my face and he says, I'm gonna take him out about the 8th or 9th round. And I said, your hand's always broken. You ain't known for your punching power since you moved up from lightweight to welterweight. Why are you so sure you're gonna do this? He says, Stephen A.
Look what I accomplished, or what I'm about to accomplish next. You gotta have strong will, you know, because a lot of things gonna be thrown at you, but it's up to you to, know what's right.
Terence Crawford directly confronted Stephen A. Smith after the commentator claimed that Floyd Mayweather was the superior fighter. Smith argued that Mayweather's greatness was defined not just by his undefeated record, but by his ability to dominate despite chronic hand injuries that limited his knockout power. He explained that Floyd relied on elite defense, precision, and ring IQ to consistently outclass opponents, making world-class fighters look helpless, a testament, according to Smith, to why Mayweather stands above the rest.
Was undefeated for the last half of his career with one hand. He constantly broke his hand.
Yeah.
He would go into a ring knowing he had no shot at knocking somebody out because his hands were hurt too much. And literally walked in the ring and said, I'm gonna embarrass you and humiliate you by showing the world you can't hit me.
However, Terence Crawford confidently responded that he would have beaten a prime Floyd Mayweather, expressing unwavering belief in his own abilities and trusting his all-around skill set to overcome even one of boxing's greatest defensive masters.
Wins in a fight, you or prime Floyd?
Me?
No questions?
Why would you think that I would say Floyd? That's one of my favorite fighters. But yeah, nah.
Furthermore, Terence Crawford addressed the constant comparisons to Floyd Mayweather by asserting that he is the greatest fighter of his own era, emphasizing that such comparisons are unnecessary because every generation has its own defining champion.
Going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
Crawford also took a moment to praise Floyd Mayweather, acknowledging his remarkable achievements in defeating every top opponent of his era, including Manny Pacquiao, and expressing deep respect for Mayweather's unmatched dedication, discipline, and work ethic throughout his career.
Take Floyd Mayweather in his absolute prime, and I take Manny Pacquiao in his absolute prime.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd still beats it.
Floyd beat everybody.
You don't believe there's a guy at 140, 147 in the history of boxing that could have beat Floyd in his prime?
It'd be tough. Floyd, man, that boy, man, that's the GOAT, man. That boy bad.
What makes it, because I told people this, I said, look at Floyd. I said, Floyd, it's not that he trains, it's his life. And from the very beginning, he said, I want to.
Meanwhile, Stephen A. Smith not only emphasized Floyd Mayweather's greatness, but also gave high praise to Terence Crawford, calling him the best fighter on the planet and the true pound-for-pound king. Smith highlighted that in the four-belt era, Crawford has showcased undeniable dominance by becoming an undisputed world champion, firmly establishing his legacy among boxing's all-time elite.
Terence Crawford is the best fighter on the planet. Pound for pound, he's that dude. In this four-belt era, he is now the undisputed world champion.
Tim Bradley also weighed in, expressing his belief that Terence Crawford would defeat Floyd Mayweather in a head-to-head matchup. He pointed to Crawford's versatile skill set, his ability to switch to southpaw seamlessly, and Mayweather's past struggles against sharp counterpunchers as key factors that would give Crawford the upper hand.
Mayweather's a GOAT. Oh, absolutely. But Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too. He will beat him too. He got everything it takes to beat Floyd. Floyd struggled in the first half against Zab Judah. Zab Judah, a damn terrific fighter. Terrific fighter, but he ain't no damn Terence Crawford. Especially from the southpaw position. Floyd didn't like fighting southpaws. Floyd reached with that right hand. You think he's gonna reach against one of the best back foot counterpunchers in the game? He gonna reach with that right hand against Crawford? He gonna get slept reaching with that back hand, the way he reached.
Shane Mosley also shared his perspective, stating that Terence Crawford is the better fighter than Floyd Mayweather, citing Crawford's superior size, versatility, and complete all-around skill set as the reasons he would have the advantage in a matchup between the two.
It's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather.
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually moving weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? That he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is there.
Paulie Malignaggi pointed out that Floyd Mayweather faced several established champions during his career, including Miguel Cotto and a young Canelo Alvarez, while Terence Crawford has not consistently gone up against opponents of that same elite caliber. He added that a prime Mayweather versus Crawford showdown would have been a historic clash, one worthy of comparison to legendary battles between icons like Sugar Ray Leonard and Sugar Ray Robinson.
Mayweather, I thought, took on some pretty tough 154-pounders and it was in a young Canelo and a very tough Cotto who was punching very hard from 40 to 54. Remember Cotto had knocked out Delvin Rodriguez at 54. He'd still done some damage at 54, and I thought
won a title at 60.
Yeah, and I thought he knocked out Martinez at 60, and I thought he gave Mayweather a pretty good fight at 54. I don't know. I can't say I disagree or agree. I just think that Mayweather, because it's so far away, so long ago, and people sort of start to underestimate the things he did. People talk about Canelo takes his repertoire from the Mayweather repertoire. No, he doesn't. Mayweather fought ex-champions. This guy's fighting guys who will never even smell, may never smell a belt in their life, and he was fighting them. So. Mayweather, even if you're saying, he didn't fight the very best, he still fought champions and ex-champions, even at 47, even at 54. So, I don't know, man. The comparison, listen, Crawford-Mayweather would have been an amazing fight in their prime. Just like you insert Ray Leonard in there, just like you insert Ray...
Sean Porter praised Terence Crawford as a true chess master in the ring, highlighting his exceptional boxing IQ and strategic brilliance, while also acknowledging Floyd Mayweather as the ultimate OG of the sport, whose influence and legacy continue to shape boxing's modern era.
A lot of comparisons between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather. We've even had the conversation to go as far as who would win in the fight between Terence and Floyd, and I truly don't know the answer to that question.
I do.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah. Who will win that fight?
Floyd.
Floyd will win that
Yes,
fight.
sir. I
Floyd
love you, Terrence.
Always figures it out.
Yeah, he's a chess master.
Yeah, his IQ and
But
that
the
sense
funny
is
thing
crazy.
about it is Terrence has been the only other guy that people can say he always figures it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But you gotta have an OG somewhere.
Anybody else? Yeah.
There's an OG
Somebody
somewhere.
got a pioneer, right? Yeah, you got it.
There's an OG you can't out-figure out somewhere. And I just believe Floyd is that OG. You can't.
Redman Edwards remarked that a matchup between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather would have been extremely close, but emphasized that Crawford deserves his moment in the spotlight. He noted that legends like Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr. sometimes struggle to fully appreciate and celebrate the greatness of the next generation.
I don't know. It's a close fight. It's things Floyd do better. It's things that Bud do better. But I'd rather not say, and I'm not going to just lie and just say nothing and make up something just to. I got my opinion on how the fights would go, and but I think we should just let the man enjoy his great moment. He's a great fighter, and I see a lot of immature stuff, and I don't like the way things is going with Floyd and Roy. They two guys that a lot of the younger guys look up to, and they taking shots at each other in the media because of the who's better and all that kind of stuff. So, I just want to see Bud enjoy his moment. And unfortunately, they didn't fight. They could have made kind of two different eras though. Even though they was fighting at the same time, Floyd kind of was doing his different thing over there with PBC, and Bud's a lot young, about 10 years younger than him. So it didn't happen, and we got to just live with it.
Bob Arum stated that in a prime-for-prime matchup, he would favor Terence Crawford, highlighting his remarkable adaptability and rare ability to switch stances seamlessly, which gives him a tactical edge over almost any opponent, even someone as skilled as Floyd Mayweather.
Would have won Crawford or Mayweather, prime for prime.
Crawford.
Really? Why? Because Crawford is a unique kind of fighter that other fighters haven't seen. And the ability that he has, the switch, you know, fighters aren't used to that. They don't train for that. And, you know, I just think Crawford is a very, very unique.
Team Jim Lampley added that a Crawford versus Mayweather showdown would be a fascinating stylistic clash, explaining that many of Mayweather's victories resembled paint jobs, displays of control,